Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. So please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Saturday, happy Flint and Steel Saturday, everyone. Let's get on to it. Okay, I think this is the last in the line. Anyway, to find another line. I'm pretty sure I've got a few to choose from. Fancy B-type. Wonder why they call it that. With detail work. You can, and I've seen these for sale other places, but you can actually get them with or without that detail work apparently now. So, yeah, very nice striker. Well within my range of making them these days. It's just a matter of drawing this tine out and then folding it over and doing the double up, putting the curl in, putting the marks on. Not a hard striker to make as such, just a bit fiddly. That's the only thing. Beautiful traditional striker. They did, once they got onto the ideas of making the sled, they obviously started putting a little bit more detail work in them. And yeah, these B types were a natural progression, I think. And that's how they used to use them, obviously, but I obviously go into the pinch grip. Thought I'd use some steel wool. Haven't used it for a while. Saw a video by Mike Reed, and he was using quite an old video, using steel wool. So I thought, yeah, why not? I love steel wool. Anyone who's watched my videos for a while will know that it is a favourite of mine. It's a go-to. If I'm going to do speed runs or showing off, I'll use steel wool. It is very, very fast. Only thing, a little bit of a caveat, but I don't want to overplay the fact this stuff does turn into molten steel, big globs of molten steel when you get it going. So yeah, just be a little bit careful with it. It can catch you by surprise if you're not used to how fast it goes or how hot it gets, and it can be a little bit yeah, it can catch you by surprise occasionally. And yeah, just be a little bit careful. But we are playing with fire, so not necessarily playing, but we are dealing with fire. So yeah, things can happen. We should be all adults doing this anyway. So as such, I know kids do it too, but yeah, just as I said, just be a little bit careful. Now you just lay it on the stone as per char cloth, and just drive sparks in it. As I said, you got to, once you get it going, it happens so quick. You just got to be a little bit aggressive with it and get things going, because it can get away from you and also burn up very quickly. So yeah, freshly napped stone too. I napped all my stones again, and yeah, they're all sharp and it should be all happening really good. Was exactly the way I wanted it, but see how quick that is? And you've got to be really careful sometimes. It's so hot. Didn't even touch it. As I said, this is the reason why I use it for speed runs. It's because it's so quick. Now that would have turned into a big glob of molten metal. It glows that red hot, that even radiant heat, it'll make it burst into flame almost instantaneously. So if you ever want something fast, or if you've got a little bit of a troublesome Tinder bundle, maybe it could be a little bit damp or something, this is the stuff. Other advantage, it doesn't go off. You keep this dry, you can put it in a Tinder bundle, in your kit, and it'll stay, because it's steel wool, it'll stay forever. It won't go off. Just, it will rust. That's the only thing, because it's ferrous. I buy it from, it is Chinese stuff, but I buy it off eBay. It is dirt cheap, but I think it's, I can't even remember the price I paid for it now. I bought a big, I've got, I don't know, about 6 or 8 bundles of the stuff. But yeah, it's really cheap, and yeah, it's a 4-0. You can get it in different grades. So 4-0 is the finest. I always go for the finest stuff. As far as I know, you can use 4-0, 3-0, maybe down to 2-0, but the 1-0, yeah, I don't think it'll work. But as far as I know 4-0 works fantastically. As you saw, you just use it like char cloth. Just put it on the edge, exactly the same as char cloth. Just put it on the edge and dry sparks in it until it catches. See it dropping molten metal there. I'll keep my fingers away because it gets so darn hot. And that is getting hot. That radiates heat, turns into a molten glob of metal, and it will get your Tinder bundles going very quickly. Last in the line, Pera Peris, fancy B-type with extended curl and detail work. Apparently, I didn't get the option of the detail work on this one. It just came with it, and they were very reasonably priced. I have noted now they are getting reasonably expensive, not from that seller, but from other sellers. You add on the detail work, it can be $50 or $60 now for this striker plus postage. Yeah, they are getting a little bit more expensive. So people are starting to realise that while they're reasonably easy to forge, it is a little bit more detail work, drawing out the tine, getting it to fold in on itself and putting in the detail work. So they are somewhat a bit harder to make. They're not that hard, but yeah, it takes a little bit longer to make them. Yeah, but very nice traditional striker. As you saw, sparks very well. Like the whole line. Was very good strikers at the time. Very, very reasonably priced. Haven't seen much of him online in eBay. I do check periodically, but he was on Etsy there for a little while too. Haven't seen much of him in there, but yeah, that happens sometimes. Sellers go in and out, So yeah. Anyway, that was last of the line. I will start another line up. Using 4-0 steel wool, some sort of flint. I'm not sure. I can't tell. It could be English, could be Australian. Don't know. Freshly napped. I just put fresh edges on all of them. And jute. Happy Flint and Steel Saturday, everyone. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.